Alright, here's a continuation of the notes of Hedwig. We're working on the second line now. I'll play it from the beginning so you can see where we're starting. So first line. And here's where we're starting today. Alright, so hopefully you've already looked at my video for shifting into third position for Hedwig. If not, go ahead and review that video a little bit. Get practiced on your third position exercises, and that will make this part a lot easier. It takes a lot of repetition to get comfortable with those third position shifts. Alright, so starting on B. So far the notes are just the same as the first part. Now in the first part the next note was a B, which we played with fourth finger on the E string right there. Right? We're going to play that same note next in this part, but we're going to play it with a different finger. We're going to play it with 2. So we're going to shift to third position there and play that note with a 2. Just like that. So now we're up there to grab these other notes. Go ahead and keep that 2 down on your B there, that note named B. That's going to come in handy later. This note's named D. If you get that 4 in just the right spot, you hear a nice ringing sound there. This is a different distance than it is when your hand is up here. As you go up the neck, the notes actually get closer together. So it will take some practice to feel what that distance will be now between your 2 and your 4. So listen carefully for the ring. A little bit of a ring on the B. And if you get that 4 in just the right spot for a D, just hear a little ring on that note as well. Next note is C sharp, which is just a half step away from D, so your 3 is right next to 4. The note after that is C. So you're going to use the same finger you played C sharp with and move it a half step lower to play C. So now it's right next to where your 2 still is because you left that 2 down. So you're playing 2, 4, and then this 3 that's right next to 4, and we move the 3 down where it's next to 2. So names of those notes are B, D, C sharp, C. Now I want you to keep that 2 and that 3 together, very close, and keep them close to where they are on the string. However, they're going to come off, and then they're going to go back down. So the next note is going to be a 1. We're going to play this like low 1. In other words, the 1 is going to reach back to this tape here, to the high 2 place. But your 2 and your 3 are going to stay up here. So this isn't a shift. We're not shifting into second position. We're just reaching our 1 back a half step lower than it will usually play in this position. The rest of our hand stays up here. So 2 and 3, so 1 reaches back, then 2 and 3 come off, and we play this G sharp. But 2 and 3 don't go too far away because you want them to land back nicely in tune right where they were because you got them nicely in tune the first time, right? Maybe. If not, keep trying, and you will. You'll get it. So we're reaching back for G sharp. 2 and 3 come off. 2 and 3 go right back down. So let's see what that looks like. Starting again on the B, like you just shifted up there. Now 1 is going on that G sharp, 2 and 3 lifting off, and then going right back down. And then the next note is the B. So the 3 comes off, the 2 is right where it should be there. And then the next note is B flat, half step lower than B, so that 2 is going to slide down to play B flat. So you're playing 3, 2 that's right next to a 3, and then your 2 is going to slide down a half step just like that. So just like before when we played the 4, and then the 3, and then we slid the 3 down, this time you're going to play the 3, and then the 2, and then slide the 2 down, right? Alright, so starting again, we just shifted up, we play this B in third position. Just like that. See if we can get that with the rhythm too. Ready, go. And now our next note, we're going to go all the way down to first position, and even lower, we're going to play a low one on the A string. We call that B flat. So this note is named B, right? When you go a half step lower than B, then you find B flat. So there's your B flat. I'm going to play G on the E string, and then we're going to play an E using our fourth finger on the A string. So instead of this bright, harsh, open E string sound as our last note of that part, we want a little bit mellower sound. So instead of playing that, the E this way, we're going to play it this way with our pinky finger on the A string, like that. There's your E. So those last three notes, just like that. So that whole part from now we're in third position for that B. Reaching back with the 1, 2, and the 3 are coming off, but they're hovering right there, and they're going right back down exactly where they just were. And then this 2, and the 2 is sliding down, and then we're sliding our whole hand all the way down there. All right, so let's play that again all the way from the beginning. There it is. All right, keep trying, keep working on it. Get the notes, get the rhythm, and listen very carefully for the intonation. Remember, those ringing notes are your guidelines there to see if you've hit exactly the right notes. And also you can maybe put on the headphones and listen to what I'm playing and play along and see if you can really match those pitches. This is a tricky song for that because we got a lot of accidentals, a lot of little half step, moving around by half steps, sliding our fingers, that sort of thing, shifting. So these are really great opportunities to really widen your skills on the violin and being able to find some very interesting notes. We got John Williams used a lot of really interesting notes to write his music, not just the boring old A major scale notes, but really moving around and trying out some different sounds, so we can really expand our horizons with what we can do with music by practicing Hedwig's theme. So enjoy, and I'll see you next time.